Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. Let's do a little tour of my YouTube channel so you guys can kind of get this stuff down. Sometimes I talk about going through it, and it's way better to give you a visual to see what I'm talking about while I'm doing it. Okay, so here's my YouTube channel. You can type in how I got custody. That's the name of the channel. You can use the hashtag how I got custody. Okay? When it comes on, here comes this video explaining everything. Now, in here, sometimes it's easier to be on here on a desktop, laptop, or iPad, because look at this magnifying glass right here. Okay? That helps you search a different topic, and we're going to go through that in a second here. So, you can't do that on the phone. Now, on the phone, you could go up to just search YouTube, and you could search YouTube, and you could type in how I got custody, pictures, photos, lawyers, custody, or whatever topic you want. Here's another reason why I don't understand why people have to ask me in the comments, how do I get a hold of you? I want an appointment. And there's my phone number, bam, right there. If you go on my YouTube channel, and then you click on like anybody else's YouTube channel, it says more. You can learn more about the page and the details. You can also set up a one-on-one. I have this underneath every single video. Here's links to my other social media. Boom, there's my email address. And then, like I said, my phone number is everywhere around here. If you go down to the shorts, look in the shorts. I've had people actually in the comments saying, I don't know how to get a hold of you. How do I get a hold of you? I need a consult. And there's my number right there. And that's why I say my gender sometimes is retarded as F. And they don't, the only explanation for a guy looking at my page and putting in the comments, hey, I need some help. Can you help me? And not do anything about it, or saying, how do I get a hold of you? How do I get an appointment? The only explanation is you don't care, or you're stupid as F. You can't be that dumb, which means you're lazy, you don't care. So I have to call it what it is. And that's the number one problem with dads nowadays. So let's just take a look at the page overall. And I actually have videos showing you how to go through this stuff too.
Hey, it's James. Thanks for visiting this page.
Now, I talk about Patreon here because when I did this video, I started to put together a Patreon page, and it didn't work out. It's too complicated. So sorry that the video's a little outdated. Maybe I'll do another one. This is almost 4 years old. So that's for you. That's my page. So there's all the general videos get uploaded. Okay. Then here's, bam, there's resources. James's store, my flow page, links on how-to videos and stuff like that. So right here I have my store, and I break down what's in my store. And I show that I have winning court documents. And then I specifically have a thing that says, you know, there's about 20 different packets in my store, and there's one video called the Rule of Evidence video. It's probably the most important thing I have. Here's a video where I talk about, here's the 3 things every dad needs. If they're falsely accused of domestic violence, anger, abuse, and stuff, like almost every dad is, then you need 3 things. If you don't have those allegations, then you need 2 of them. But the 3 most important video items in my store are in this video. And then I talk about, you know, my store has, you know, a whole year-long strategy for $400 if you add up everything. That would cost you, you know, $40,000 to go through this strategy, use all these packets, have attorneys write that stuff up. And I just had a guy, all right, I just saw a comment from a guy who said, I was a subscriber. Then I saw that you charged for some of your services, so I'm going to unsubscribe. Stupid ass idiot. Okay, anyway. So here's my video, my short video, 3 minutes and 50 seconds, giving you a glimpse into my Rules of Evidence video. So if you like this Rules of Evidence video, the Rules of Evidence out there, I can read them myself. This guy's a con artist. Let me see what he says about this. You click on that.
Where we find them. And then I break down individual rules, some of the ones that I think are most important, like the personal knowledge rule.
So I'm showing you how this video actually looks. And I'm giving you glimpses into it.
I got a brand new video in my online store.
Okay, so that's great. So let's go back out. Okay, so then I got, so there's these resources. I talk about my flow page a couple times and my links, and I walk you through going through my flow page. See, there's a video of me walking through and showing you how to see my winning orders and stuff. And then I have a video specifically about my winning orders. And I'm showing you a trial notebook that I had when I was going to go to trial. I had 5 3-ring binders filled with 380 exhibits. I give you a glimpse into that. And then I talk about demand letters. So you can see there's a demand letter packet. Demand letters for school records from a school, medical records from a doctor. Demand letter for your money back from an attorney. Demand letter to the police to get their act together and stop harassing you. Got 30 different demand letters in there for 45 bucks. Each one of those demand letters would cost 100, 200 bucks for an attorney to write. And I got punk ass bitches saying, oh, you charge for your time. Stupid area. That's what's wrong with my gender. Okay, so I have a whole section, resources, okay? So these are different playlists on YouTube. So here's free help, info, and other arguments. So that's a category, just about anything that has to do with like help and information and insight. Some of this, this is what I'm talking about. The first 2 judges that made a ruling in my case. One gave me 0 visitation. The other one gave me 5 days a week. Both of these are hideously ugly, evil, psychotic witches. And I was trying to post this on their own Facebook pages. They both have Facebook pages where they're all living it up and living their retired life and having their best life. So I talk about searching law and case law and stuff like that. So that's all under free help, info, and arguments. Then I have my shorts. Then I have the most popular videos. Some of you might want to start there. These are the most popular ones, and they're probably the ones that people get most insight in. I got one with 90,000. This is probably the most basic, fundamental, informative video that I have. And there's hundreds of comments on there. Let me see if it shows me how many comments.
Since there's trauma and with the divorce.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me how many. I thought it told me. Oh yeah, 545 comments. And about 10 people have called me based on this video. Everybody else is in there. Yeah, James is right. Of course, this sucks. This is why my gender is so stupid. There's answers right in front of you. And you say, wow, those are cool answers. The court system sucks. I'm not going to do anything about my court case. I'm not going to go back and fix this. I'm not going to learn how to fight. I'm just here for entertainment. That's 90% of society is just bystanders. So I also have pinned up here this guy who talks about how he left his home and he left his kid behind. And he's like, should I request visitation rights for now until we arrange for custody? And I wrote back and told him, do your kids need you now in life or later? And then he says, and I said, why don't you just go get your kids? And then he said, in Ohio, if you're not married, she has all the rights. That's total, utter bullshit. Ohio's law says it doesn't matter your gender, you don't get automatic rights. So this guy, he has a comment somewhere else. He says, I think my kid needs me because he's 17 months and it's a boy. This dumbass just wants to just babble on and stuff. He doesn't want to take action. This is an example of the problem with my gender. So I pinned the comment so you can see how stupid this is and see my answers. I told the guy, do your kids need you now in life or later or some other time? And he came back with a half-assed answer. I think my kid needs me. Kids need dads every single day from date of birth until 18 or until they move out. My daughter needed me until she was 23, then she moved out. This is a stupid-ass answer. He has it on another video. I think, you know, and then he says, oh, if you're not married, she has all the rights. This guy is totally lost, doesn't know anything about the law, and he's telling me his definitive analysis of the law is that she has all the rights. He's a punk, sissy, coward, and a pussy and doesn't want to fight. That's what's wrong with my gender. Anyway, let's go back to how to navigate this stuff. Let's turn that thing down, sorry. And then here's me versus some idiot. All the guys you love and worship. This Steve Maeda, you know, the lead attorney, Judge Anthony. I pick apart why they're full of shit, okay? This guy who went viral who thinks he's going to change the system. He hasn't done jack shit. And then I talk about exposing lawyers. This is how people should do videos exposing lawyers and judges. And this is how people should protest. And then here's issues on the take of the day. So these gay dudes helped, you know, say fathers should never be able to undo paternity if they're not the father. They should have to keep paying for child support even if they're not the father. And why 50-50 isn't going to change anything. So there you go, how to navigate through my